Lahni DeAmicis. I'm one of the astrologers with Planetary Calendar, and this is one of our portraits. This one's about an ensemble. It's the cast of Men in Black International, which is very well named because this is the first Men in Black that was filmed outside the country, where all the scenes are London, Italy, Morocco. But it's also a very international cast. The first cast were primarily Americans. Well, Chris Hemsworth is an Australian. Tessa Thompson is from Los Angeles. Rafe Spall is from London, or actually from England. And Rebecca Ferguson is Swedish, but has an English mother. And what's interesting about these four, because Rebecca Ferguson plays Riza, the arms dealer, Rafe Spall plays the protagonist to Chris Hemsworth, and Tessa and Chris play partners. They're all born within a relatively short period of time from March to October of 1983. And what's fascinating about this is it was during a major conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus. Now, Jupiter is the planet of travel. Uranus is the planet of global consciousness. In the sign of Sagittarius, the extrovert rulership sign of Jupiter, the position that loves to travel the most. I mean, at the drop of a hat, they're out the door. So traveling around to all these different places with these people was great for them. They loved it. And they brought this energy together. Now, Rafe is born much earlier. He's the Piscean. It seems like every movie should have a Piscean in it. But he's born much earlier. The other three are fairly close together. Chris Hemsworth is August 11th, obviously the Leo, the golden child. Tessa Thompson is October 3rd, and Rebecca is October 19th. So the two women were born 15 degrees apart. What's interesting about that is it means that Tessa Thompson had her moon in Virgo, along with her Mars, and Rebecca Ferguson has the opposite moon, Pisces, with Mars and Venus in Virgo. Now, Chris Hemsworth has his Venus, Mercury, and Moon also in Virgo. There's an awful lot of Virgo running around in this set, which explain why they worked so well together, that they were very precise. They were very comfortable with each other. Virgos like working with other people. It's the workmen and women, as they said, men in black and men and women in black of the zodiac. And it really gave a great deal of fun to this because, remember, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini, and Mercury is, after all, the trickster. And there were great little word plays in there. For instance, Riza's assassin, her alien assassin's name was Luca Brasi. That was the name of the assassin of Don Corleone in The Godfather, right? I mean, it's just great. She says, I let you kill whoever you want, as many people as you want. Now, what's funny about this is that while these are the kids, you might say, this is the core team and very, very international. The other part of the group are the adults. In any kind of structure, there has to be the adults. Well, the adults here were played by Emma Thompson and by Liam Neeson. Well, Emma Thompson is an Aries. Liam Neeson is born in Gemini. Mars ruled, and once again, Mercury ruled. And Liam Neeson is such a Gemini. He has the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Gemini. These are the eternal kids of the zodiac. They just can't help themselves. You ask any person born in Gemini and Aries, do you really feel like an adult? And they'll admit, nah, not really. Any Mercury, Mars rules. No, because on the chessboard, they're the pawns at the front. They're the ones who go out there and say, hi, what are you doing? Oops. Okay, well, let's do this. They like to engage. They like to get into the mix of stuff. So these two play not so much as the adults in the room as the co-conspirators. And it made a tremendous amount of play in how all of this worked. So this is basically the whole story of this. Now, remember, this is Gemini, it's Mercury, it's the twins. The other part of the game here, which was fascinating, was the twins in it, Laurent and Larry Bourgeois. They are the French twins. Once again, another country. And also there was, of course, Pawnee, who was played by Kamal Nagiani, who was born in Pakistan. And of course, Tessa, or Emma Thompson, is from London, and Liam Neeson is Irish. So there's tremendously international cast. But what was cool is having the twins actually there. These are French hip-hop stars who are tremendously good-looking and have this tremendous presence playing these alien beings who transport through spaces. And it once again added that great sense of playfulness and that there is multiple layers going on at any given time. Because the thing about Mercury is the planet that can translate between the physical and the mental, between the physical, emotional, and the spiritual. Mercury was always known as the god who could translate between the dimensions. And in this great movie, there's all these different layers about who is at what dimension, who is at what level of truth. Come visit us at planetarycalendar.com or spaceandtime.com. Make sure you get your planetary calendar because you got to know what's going on, right? And come back and visit us on Fridays when we put in the forecast for the coming week. Thanks so much and enjoy.